guys, it's Rainy for Talk to Me Tuesday. I don't have a lot to share with you. I just got a little bit of stuff, but there was a whole lot of hard work that was put into them. So, for the first thing, I did this wall hanging, and it's not finished. I still got to put the binding on it. But I did this wall hanging of the row by row that I had bought at the beach, and I decided to go ahead and give this to my mom for Christmas as a wall hanging because she loves turtles. So I have been doing a quilt as you go with the applique. And Matt had a great idea of not to leave the bobbin thread green, doing it the same thread as the top. So when you flip it over, you get this really cool design on the back, which you can hardly see, but it looks great in person. And I know that she is going to love it. The back of the wall hanging, I found this green fabric in my stash, and it reminded me of seaweed, so that is what I'm going to do the binding with. And speaking of binding, me and binding have not had a great weekend together. You guys remember this quilt, this little wall hanging that I did, that Vicki did first, and she reminded me that I had that pattern from Craftsy, so I made it, and I loved it, and I tried to bind it once, and it did not work out very well. So I was thinking maybe second time's the charm. No. I decided to do the new binding tutorial that Missouri Star Quilt Company has, their new video that they have out right now with Jenny doing, I forgot what she calls this binding, but it's like this two-toned, and you can totally see my join seam right there, and it looks so bad, so it's going to the trash. I got this bright idea while I was at work on Saturday. It just came right out of the blue. I was thinking, you know, Jennifer does so many charity quilts. She is bound to have done a tutorial on it. So I went on YouTube and I looked at her playlist, and she did have tutorials. So I clicked on it, and sure enough, right there was binding tutorial. So I watched it, Matt watched it, and all of our little questions were answered. She gets right up there with the camera showing you stuff. So I'm fairly confident 3 times the charm. Hopefully. It'll be nice to get that one done and ready for Christmas. And then speaking of Christmas gifts, one of 3 Harry Potter quilts. I've been referring to these as my Tootsie Rolls because they remind me of those. But I am quilting away. I am not going to share what I've been doing with it just yet. I want to leave that to the end. Hopefully I can share with you next week. They just won't have the binding put on probably because doing the quilting is challenging, and I'm doing 3 at one time, so yeah, but it has been fun. I've been enjoying the process. I will say that I am not free motion quilting, guys. I would try to go down that road, and I just do not feel confident enough to put it on to 2 quilts that I'm going to gift out for Christmas. That I'm proud of what I've done on there already. I just don't want to try to free motion and not be proud of what I'm stitching and not want to give it away, because, you know. So I have just been quilting my go-to stuff and have been enjoying it and loving it so far. And pretty much, oh wait, so the back of the quilt I'm doing brown because I thought to myself, since I'm doing the house colors around all the sides, probably just like a simple back to the quilt, and the binding, I can just do the same color and make it look like it blends very well. I didn't want to do like some off the wall crazy pattern on there, so I just went with the plain brown. And I have already got my strips cut out, ready to sew for the binding. So they will also be in brown to make it look nice and tidy and not throw off my house colors, because I want those to stand out. And that is it for me today. I am now going to enjoy my caramel apples that Jennifer posted on Sew Hook for the 31 days of Halloween. This is the only thing that I've crafted so far for the 31 days of Halloween, but who cannot pass up caramel apples? And Jennifer, just looking at my presentation, you did a great job on yours. Note to self, do not put your, I used pecans. Yeah, don't put that in your coffee grinder because you're too lazy to chop your nuts because you'll get a paste. I'm just saying, throwing that out there. But I've already had one and they're so delicious. So thank you for sharing the recipe. So wonderful. I'm going to enjoy these because Matt doesn't like caramels. I get to have all these to myself. I look forward to watching your videos. Have a wonderful week and bye everyone.